Welcome everybody. Nothing gets me more fired up than talking about women and money. We work so hard and yet so many of us are still struggling. Well, I am here to tell you that stops today. That's why we're diving deep into 10 financial moves every woman should make before 40. We're talking about taking control, building security, and yes, building wealth. This isn't just about dollars and cents. This is about you owning your power, your future. So, are you ready to rewrite your story? Let's do this. Let me tell you something, the best investment you can ever make is in yourself. And I'm not talking about a new pair of shoes, although a little retail therapy never hurt anyone. I'm talking about investing in your education, your skills, your growth. I've met countless women who thought it was too late for them to go back to school, learn a new trade, or finally pursue that passion project. They thought they were stuck. But let me tell you something, it is never too late to invest in yourself. I remember this one woman, Sarah. She was a single mom, working as a cashier, barely making ends meet. But she had this dream, this passion for baking. She took out a small business loan and opened up a little bakery right in her neighborhood. Fast forward a few years and Sarah's little bakery, it's a local institution. That's the power of investing in yourself. Now let's talk about income, shall we? Because honey, relying on just one source of income is like walking a tightrope without a net. It's risky business. That's why it's so important to diversify your income streams. Think of it like building multiple pillars to support your financial house. Now this doesn't mean you have to quit your day job and become an entrepreneur overnight. There are so many ways to create multiple streams of income. You could freelance on the side, teach online courses, start a blog, rent out a spare room on Airbnb, the possibilities are endless. I think about Maria, a single mom I met a few years back. She was a teacher, and a damn good one, but her salary just wasn't cutting it. She started small, selling her handmade scarves and hats at local craft fairs. She started an online shop, and before she knew it, her side hustle had blossomed into a thriving business. That's the power of diversifying your income. Ladies, listen up because this is important. We need to talk about negotiating your salary. I know it can feel intimidating, but trust me, it is absolutely essential. Because here's the thing, you deserve to be paid what you're worth. Too many women, they shy away from negotiation. They accept the first offer. They undervalue their skills and experience. But let me tell you, that's not doing anyone any favors. Not you, not your family, not even your future self. I'll never forget Jennifer, a brilliant software engineer I met at a conference. She was at the top of her game, but she was terrified to negotiate. She took a deep breath, she practiced her pitch, and she walked into that negotiation with her head held high. And guess what? They met her demands. Not only did she get the salary she deserved, but she earned their respect in the process. So the next time you're offered a job, don't be afraid to negotiate. Chapter 4. Build an emergency fund, your financial safety net. Now let's talk about something we all need, an emergency fund. Life is full of surprises, and unfortunately not all of them are good. Car repairs, medical bills, job loss, these things happen. But you know what takes the sting out of those unexpected events? Having money set aside for a rainy day. An emergency fund is your financial safety net. It's the peace of mind that comes with knowing you can handle whatever life throws your way without going into debt. You should aim to have at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved up in a separate, easily accessible account. I remember Lisa, a single mom who was struggling to make ends meet. She was working 2 jobs, just trying to keep her head above water. The last thing she needed was another expense. And then, her car broke down. But Lisa, she had been diligently putting away a little bit of money each month into an emergency fund. That emergency fund, it saved her. Chapter 5. Start investing early, the magic of compound interest. Alright ladies, time to talk about investing. Now I know what you're thinking. Investing? Suze, that's for rich people, not for me. But I am here to tell you, that is a myth. Investing is for everyone, and the earlier you start, the better. You see, it's all about the magic of compound interest. It's like a snowball effect. The earlier you start investing, even small amounts, the more time your money has to grow exponentially. It's like planting a tree. The sooner you plant it, the taller and stronger it will grow. I think about Emily, a young woman I met years ago. She was just starting out in her career, and she didn't think she had enough money to invest. But I told her, Emily, even if it's just $50 a month, start now. She started small, investing in low-cost index funds, and she stayed consistent. Fast forward 20 years, and Emily is now financially secure. That's the power of compound interest. So, don't wait another day, start investing today. Chapter 6. Pay off high-interest debt, break free from the debt cycle. Now let's talk about debt. Not all debt is bad, but high-interest debt, like credit card debt, that's the kind that can really weigh you down. It's like a ball and chain, holding you back from your financial goals. If you have high-interest debt, I want you to make it your mission to pay it off as quickly as possible. I know it can feel overwhelming, but trust me, it is possible. Start by creating a budget, tracking your spending, and cutting back on unnecessary expenses. Then, look for ways to increase your income, even if it's just a side hustle. Every extra dollar you can throw at that debt, the faster you'll be free. I've seen it time and time again, the transformative power of becoming debt-free. I remember Jessica, a young woman who was drowning in credit card debt. She was working full-time, but her minimum payments were barely making a dent. She started by creating a budget and cutting back on her spending. Within 2 years, she was debt-free. Chapter 7. Plan for retirement. Secure your future. Retirement? Yes, I know it seems like a lifetime away, but trust me, it sneaks up on you faster than you think. And the last thing you want is to reach retirement age and realize you haven't saved enough. Planning for retirement is crucial, and the earlier you start, the better. It's about taking control of your future, ensuring that you can live comfortably and securely in your golden years. Start by contributing to your employer's retirement plan, especially if they offer a match. If you're self-employed, look into setting up a solo 401k or SEP IRA. And don't forget about IRAs, you can contribute to those even if you have a workplace retirement plan. I think about Margaret, a woman I met who was approaching retirement age. She had worked hard her entire life, but she hadn't saved enough for retirement. She was worried, scared even. She didn't know how she was going to make ends meet. But Margaret, she was resourceful. She downsized to a smaller home, she took on a part-time job, and she started living a more frugal lifestyle. Now let's talk about credit scores, because ladies, this is a big one. Your credit score is like your financial report card. It tells lenders how responsible you are with money. A good credit score can open doors to lower interest rates on loans, better credit card offers, even better rental opportunities. On the other hand, a poor credit score can make life more expensive and more difficult. It's important to understand how your credit score is calculated and to check it regularly for errors. You can get a free credit report from each of the 3 major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, once a year. I remember meeting with Sarah, a young woman who was denied for an apartment lease because of her poor credit score. When we took a closer look at her credit report, we discovered that there was an error. We disputed the error with the credit bureau, and within a few weeks her credit score jumped up significantly. Alright ladies, let's talk about budgeting. I know it's not the sexiest topic, but trust me, it's the key to financial freedom. A budget is simply a plan for your money. It helps you track your income and expenses, so you can make informed decisions about where your money is going. Without a budget, it's easy to overspend and end up living paycheck to paycheck. But with a budget, you can identify areas where you can cut back on unnecessary expenses, save more money, and reach your financial goals faster. I remember working with Maria, a single mom who was struggling to make ends meet. She was working 2 jobs, but she never seemed to have enough money. We sat down together and created a budget. Within a few months, Maria was amazed by the progress she had made. Finally, ladies, don't be afraid to seek professional financial advice. I know it can seem intimidating, especially if you're not sure where to start. But a good financial advisor can be an invaluable resource, helping you create a personalized financial plan, navigate complex financial decisions, and reach your financial goals faster. Think of it like this: if you were sick, you wouldn't hesitate to see a doctor. So why wouldn't you seek professional help for your finances? A financial advisor can provide objective advice, tailored to your specific circumstances, and help you make smart financial decisions. So if you're feeling lost or overwhelmed by your finances, don't hesitate to reach out to a qualified financial advisor. You did it! You made it through all 10 moves. Remember, taking control of your finances is a journey, not a race. Start small, be consistent, and celebrate your progress along the way. I'm so proud of you for taking this step towards financial empowerment. Now go out there and make your dreams a reality. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more empowering financial tips. And be sure to share your own financial success stories in the comments below. Let's create a community of strong, independent women who are taking control of their financial futures.